Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we will talking about translation, the translation moving anything from a point to another point in certain direction. For example, a car move from a point to another point in a certain direction is called translation, and if you move your pen from a point to another point is called translation by a certain direction. Now we can say that translation is geometrical transformation which maps each point A in the plan to another A dash in the same plan with constant distance in a certain direction. For example, if we have this shape, the triangle ABC, this triangle move in this direction, we get the image A dash, B dash, C dash. We're getting the image of A to be A dash, and get the image of B will be B dash, and the C will be C dash. The translation in the plan at the first translation in the plan to getting the image of the point by giving translation to find A dash, which is the image of A by translation MN in direction MN. Then we get the image of A by translation MN, the direction from M to, the direction from M to N, and we have the point A to get the image. We keep these directions in the point A, its image will be in this direction will be A dash. Another image of a line segment by giving translation to find A dash B dash, which is the image of AB by translation MN in direction MN. Then we want to get the image of AB by translation in direction MN, direction MN from M to N. Like this. This is direction from M to N, and we have that AB to get the image of AB by translation in direction MN. Then as a first get the image of A, then get the image of B to get the image of the line segment AB. At the first get the image of A dash, and get the image of B will be B dash. To get the image of AB will be A dash B dash. Now we talk about translation in Cartesian plan, or we can say the coordinate plan. To get the image, we move from a point to another point by constant distance in the direction. Constant distance move in x axis and y axis. A and B is 2 points which move the point in x-axis how many units, and B denoted to the number or move to y-axis how many units. Then get the image x add A and y add to B, then the A dash x plus A and y plus B mean A displacement in the direction of x-axis and B displacement in the direction of y-axis. We have some notes then. To get the image, the point plus translation. Okay, but how to find the points if you give the image and translation? Then to get the points, we subtract translation from the image, and we can say the point equal image minus translation. But if we want to get the translation, we subtract the point from the image, mean equal image minus point. Then we have 3 points. Image equal point plus translation, and point to get the point, image minus translation. If we want to get the translation, then image minus the point. Example number 1, complete the image of the point -5, whatever, -5 and 4, A or B or C, whatever, by translation x and y, translation x and y, x plus 3 and y minus 2, I mean x plus 3, the moving in x 3 units and the moving in y 2 units in negative direction and plus 3 positive direction. Then to get the image, we add -5 plus 3 equal -2, and 4 plus -2, or we can say 4 minus 2 equal 2. Then the image of the point -5 and 4 by translation x plus 3 and y minus 2 will be -2 and 2. Another example, the image of the point -3 and 4 by translation of magnitude of 4 units in the negative direction of y-axis. Stop here. We have points -3 and 4, and the translation what move in x how many units and move in y how many units. Here the translation magnitude, I mean moving 4 units in negative direction in y-axis. Then how many units move in x-axis? No unit will be moving in x-axis. Then the translation will be 0 and 4 units. 4 units or -4 units? -4 units. Why? Because the direction in negative directions in y-axis. Then the translation will be what? 0 on x-axis and -4 in y-axis. Then the translation will be 0 and -4. Now to get the image, we add -3 plus 0 and 4 plus -4, we get -3 and 0. Now I have a question if the magnitude of 4 units in positive direction, then the y will be positive y, not negative y, and the x-axis will be 0. Another question, we can say if the magnitude of 4 units in x-axis, then the y will be 0. Example number 2, find the image of the point B 5 and 4 by translation of M in direction LM, which L equal 1 and 3 and M 4 and 5. At the first must be get that translation. How to get the translation? The translation is the direction from L to M. Then we can get the translation from L and M by subtracted L from M. Then in direction from L to M, then the translation M minus M. But here, if we say the direction L, then we subtract L minus M, the last minus the first. Then the translation M minus L, M equal 4 and 5, and the L equal 1 and 3, subtract 2, then 4 minus 1 will be 3, 5 minus 3 will be 2, then the translation 3 and 2. Now we can get the image of B, which 5 and 4. Then to get the image, 5 plus 3 and 4 plus 2, then the image of B 4 and 5 by translation 3 and 2 equal 8 and 6. Example number 3, draw the triangle OBC where O 0 and 0, I mean origin points, and B 3 and 0, and C 0 and 2. Then draw the image by translation X and Y, where X minus 4 and Y plus 1. Now, at the first, we get the image must be located the point of the origin triangle A 0 and 0, and B 3 and 0, then C 0 and 2. Now get the image of joins 3 points, then we get the triangle ABC. To get the image, find the image of each point by translation X minus 4 and Y plus 1. Then at the first, A 0 and 0 by translation negative 4, X minus 4, I mean negative 4, Y plus 1, I mean positive 1, then the translation will be negative 4 and 1, then 0, get the image of A, 0 plus negative 4 will be negative 4, and 0 plus 1 equal 1, then the image of A dash, negative 4 and 1, image of B also 3 and 0, 3 plus negative 4 equal negative 1, and 0 plus 1 will be 1. Then by the same way, you get the image of the point C. When you get 0 plus negative 4 will be negative 4, and 2 plus 1 will be 3. Then located the points A dash, B dash, C dash, and the coordinate plane to get the image by the given calculation. Dash negative 4 and 1, and B dash negative 1 and 1, C dash negative 4 and 3. Join the 3 points to get the image of triangle ABC. To get the image A dash, B dash, C dash, A dash, B dash, C dash, the image of triangle ABC by the translation negative 4 and 1. Another example. If the image of the point A 4 and 1 by translation A is A dash 2 and 2, find the image of the point B negative 3 and 5 by the same translation. At the first, determine the point and its image and its translation. At the first, we have the points A 4 and 1, and the edge is the image of A, not the translation. The image of A 2 and 2 by translation. But what is the translation? We will get it by what? We have some rules we said before. To get the translation, we subtract the image, subtract the point from the image. Then the translation equal image minus the point. Then the translation, the image 2 and 2, and the point 4 and 1 by subtracted 4 and 1 from 2 and 2, then 2 minus 4 negative 2, and 2 minus 1 we get 1, then the translation negative 2 and 1. Then now we can get the image of the points B negative 3 and 5 by translation. Then must we have a translation to get the image. Now get the image of the points B negative 3 and 5 by a translation negative 2 and 1. Then we add negative 3 plus negative 2 equal negative 5. 5 plus 1 will be 6. In the image of B dash, negative 5 and 6. Now you have two drills. You can try to solve it and let the answer in account, and switch to let your answer. Now we have some notes here. The first drill, the image of the point negative 7 and the negative 3 by translation X and Y. Then The translation in x equal what? 0, x only, then x plus 0 equal 0, then the translation will be 0 and positive 2. Then the translation here 0 and positive 2. Now you can get the image of point -7 and -3, and you have a translation. And thank